Hey everyone, very nice to meet you all. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Stephen White. I'm account executive here with Mitratech INSZoom. Really appreciate everyone taking the time. Not sure how familiar you are with Mitratech and INSZoom. So before we dive a little bit deeper here, just wanted to give a little bit of context on who we are. Mitratech is a leading legal software provider trusted by law firms and corporate legal teams globally for 35 plus years now. We present a whole suite of legal solutions from things such as case and matter management, e-billing, document automation, workflow automation. And within this suite, INSZoom is Mitratech's immigration case management platform. It's designed specifically to help law firms and corporate legal teams and organizations manage the full life cycle of their immigration cases, everything from case tracking and document management to compliance and reporting over time. Ultimately just improving, efficiency and collaboration across the team. So again, really excited to talk to you a little bit more about INSZoom today, and of course, answer questions that you all may have. And we will also have some questions for you all along the way as well. So turn it over to Ed.
Thanks, Stephen. Hello, everyone. My name is Idris Akbar. I go by Ed as well. I'm a senior solution consultant here at Mitratech INSZoom. I've been in the immigration space over a decade. And I work with small, large enterprise law firms and corporations with immigration needs. Be happy to do a quick walkthrough of INSZoom and see what we could do for you guys. And thank you all for being here. Next slide, please. Stephen.
Yep. So we've got a few questions for you all before we jump in. First one being, how long have you been working in immigration? So we'll give everyone a minute or so. Nice. All right. Wow. Looks like we've got 50% of you that have been in the space for 7+ years. So really cool to see. We've got.
Jennifer, I can't see anything, just a white slide.
Well, we're on today's agenda slide right now. Okay. If you guys wanted to go over the agenda, and then we'll have one more poll question before we really jump in.
Okay, I can talk about agenda. So for today's agenda, we're going to kind of cover INSZoom platform at high level. We're going to go through system security, key capabilities, and also what's new and coming soon. And also, they're going to be time permitting some Q&A session. We can answer some questions for you. Encourage everyone to share their questions in advance through chat option that's available to you. And also, just want to let you know, if you want to see a live demonstration of INSZoom, by all means, please share your information. Be happy to schedule a session and kind of do a complete or comprehensive walkthrough of INSZoom.
All right, looks like we got another question for you all before we jump in. Give everyone a couple seconds.
Okay, let's see the results.
All right. So it looks like a wide variety here. Awesome. I love it.
Okay, perfect. I'm moving on to the next slide.
All right. Okay. So anytime an organization, a law firm, or corporation, they want to go out and acquire a system, security is going to be always on top of the list. Make sure the system is secure. Sometimes not only the organization would like to have a system with security and peace of mind, but sometimes if you're a law firm, when you do get involved in a business with an organization, they want to make sure what technology you use and how secure that technology is. So we give you peace of mind because our system is, we partner with Amazon Web Services for data storage. Also, system virtually no downtime, 99.99% uptime. We have our own SOC 2 Type 2 audit and compliant. We offer single sign-on as well as multi-factor authentication with partnership with Duo, not only for the immigration team, as well as we can offer this the same, either one of those single sign-on MFA for your clients if you're a law firm. Obviously, we do our own penetration testing. So if there's any hole in security part of it, you want to find that by yourself before anyone else, and go ahead and take care of and address that. Next slide, please.
All right. Another question in the chat. What type of immigration cases does your team handle? U.S. inbound only, global only, or both U.S. and global? Once again, we'll give everyone a few seconds.
Okay, let's see the results.
Okay. Looks like for the most part, it's U.S. inbound only. INSZoom can support both U.S. and global. I'm sure Ed will get into that more as well. But
next slide, please. There you go. So our vision, the way we look at INSZoom could be one-stop shop for all your immigration needs. It could be a portal management for your clients or internal stakeholders, or the client side of things, intuitive case management, process automation, communication with clients, global content, or integration with any internal system, as well as any client's HRIS system. There's a lot you can do in INSZoom. For example, you can modify, configure your workflow to minimize the amount of time that each case manager spend on a case to process a case by 1/3. If the INSZoom platform used the right way, it could be your one-stop shop for everything that you need. Next slide, please. Our form module. So currently we maintain over 1,300 immigration forms between different government agencies, USCIS, Department of Justice, Department of Labor, and Department of State. We update any newly released immigration forms by USCIS within 24 to 48 hours. I would say 24 hours more likely, to be honest. But we gave ourselves, a little bit more time to make sure that it's addressed and it's available to our clients. The forms module that we offer, you can go ahead and kind of review forms data side by side with supporting documents that you're getting from your clients or foreign nationals. There's different features, find and replace blank fields for any data. There's also audit link that, audit log that you can kind of see who generated forms, who basically made changes to it, what date and time, and the name of the person will be there as well. Next slide, please. Reporting module. So this is where we, have the management kind of have a high overview of what's going on, the whole operation of your immigration team or firm. And so who's working on what, where every case stands and what's in the pipeline. We have, and also you can directly share these reports with your internal stakeholder, HR, through their dedicated portal. Also, you can control the access, right? If you don't want everyone to have access to reporting module, that can be controlled as well. We offer hundreds of, CAN report, a pre-bill report, from expiration to visa bulletin, case status, immigrant, non-immigrant, report that you can run from time to time. Also, we do have or offer a capability that you can go ahead and create ad hoc report to combine multiple reports in one, and utilize it internally or share that report with your clients. Next slide, please. Next slide, we're talking about e-filing. Our INSZoom offers our own e-filing. All you have to do is just download it once, and you can go ahead and basically submit the entire application to different government agency. Mainly certain applications such as DS-160 and DS-260 for Department of States. For Department of Labor, we're talking about applications such as PERM, prevailing wages, LCA, and a few others. There are a handful of USCIS forms that you can go ahead and submit directly from INSZoom to USCIS 129. One of them, H-1B registration, and you can see the list on the slide. All you have to do, the process remain the same. You capture information through questionnaires and go ahead and push that information from your INSZoom instance to one of those government agencies to complete the process. Next slide, please. INZoom offers multiple portals. One of those portals is going to be dedicated for HR. And if you have internal stakeholders at company level, corporation level, anyone that you want to have some sort of portal access, you can go and enable to them. Through that portal, the dedicated individual will be able to go ahead and complete questionnaires, upload documents, check the case status, submit a case request, and also run a report. Regardless of what portal it is, the immigration team can control the access right and visibility, what should be enabled, what should not. That would be something totally up to the immigration team. Next slide, please. Also, we have a dedicated foreign national portal. Again, through this portal, the foreign national can go ahead and upload documents, complete questionnaires, send a message directly from the portal to the case manager, see what documents going to be basically coming up for expiration, also can check the status of the case. Again, this is the view for foreign national through this portal going to be controlled by the immigration team. Next slide, please. Email authentication, one-time passcode. So this is another layer of security. If you have a process in place to collect information and documents through emails, this would be basically a really good secure option for you to go ahead and collect that information and documents. The way it works is when you send questionnaires and document checklists, the system automatically generates an access code, which is going to be 6-digit code and changes every 10 minutes. You want to make sure that information does not fall in the wrong hands. And in order for a recipient to get access to the questionnaires and document checklists, they must key in that 6-digit code. This option is available via email automatically. Also, the text is an option that you can subscribe to. Next slide, please. Case request module. So currently we offer a couple of options when it comes to case request, standard and also advanced case request. Both options, you can go in and have an initial case initiation questionnaires and typical documents that you may need to qualify what type of case you're supposed to process for the foreign national. The advanced case request would be more suitable for some organization or some clients that they have a process in place that someone has to initiate it, someone has to create it, someone has to approve it. You can automate a couple of those steps if you want to, but eventually once the approver approves the case request, it's going to come back to the immigration team, to the case manager to decide either to move forward with case creation, send it back for clarification, or reject it altogether. Next slide, please. When it comes to global immigration, we're here to be partnered with you not only for U.S. inbound cases, but global as well. We have currently we're maintaining about 10 to 15 countries' immigration forms and questionnaires, countries such as Canada, Hong Kong, UK, Czech Republic, Singapore, Germany, and a few more. But when it comes to tracking global immigration cases, you can track more than 92 countries utilizing INZoom. The tracking side, I think, is going to be crucial. A lot of times that what happens, the immigration team have the local service providers of their partner at local countries. They're going to have done all the work for them, but they're going to go ahead and utilize the INZoom as a tracking tool to make sure that everything is updated for global immigration cases. Next slide, please. We touched on that we offer multiple portals. So this is another dedicated portal that you can assign this to either off counsel, outside counsel. From law firm perspective, if you work with off counsel, this is where you can go ahead and assign a case or any cases to off counsel by utilizing the vendor portal. Another good story that I've learned over time for law firm side of things, if you hire a new attorney, but you're not sure if this attorney's here to kind of learn and work with you guys or here to have access to your database, the vendor portal will be the best option to go ahead and say, hey, this is your login credential. We're going to go ahead and assign cases. That way the newly hired attorney can access only the cases that you assign to him or her. From corporation perspective, if the outside counsel doing all the work for you, this will be a best option to go ahead and assign these cases through vendor portal, and that way you can have basically real-time update. Also, you control your foreign national database on your end. The outside counsel is going to have access only to the cases you're assigning through vendor portal. Next slide, please. GovNotice IDP, what are our newest feature that basically it's been 6 months or 8 months that we have released, and what it does is basically automate your USCIS notice that you're getting from USCIS. I've learned, I asked this question from a lot of law firms, like, what do you do with USCIS notices? And they were like, technically we don't do anything, we just hold on to hard copy. And if anything needed, you always can go back and pull up the hard copy and find the dates and all that. And if you go ahead and manually update that in INSZoom, it's going to take you anywhere from any system, 5 to 15 minutes to go ahead and have the key dates captured and make sure you have records of it in your case management. This will eliminate all of that, automate that process for you. You can process up to 500 notices per day. And this is basically built AI. It's an AI-driven tool that is embedded in the application that you can control the access right for every individual in your team members. Currently, GovNotice IDP can process approval, typical receipt notices, and also premium processing. And for approval notices, it can update 797, I-94, and EED validation date in the back end. There's also a setting option available for you that you can go ahead and have send notification or copies of this, whatever notice that you're processing to whatever stakeholders that you want, such as foreign national, their employers, or anyone else that you want to. And the system automatically send an email message attached with a copy of the notice, and a copy of the notice can be uploaded at the case level as well.